I actually hate this question so much. You're thinking, oh yeah, it's because how could you possibly pick five? No, I don't think I can fill five spots. I've read and enjoyed a lot of books, but to say that these five books are absolute perfection, I enjoyed every moment in them. Yeah, I don't have five of those. But I'll give you my top five reads since I've been on Book Talk, and spoiler alert, it ain't any of those. This isn't going to be in any particular order, but if you have a book rec floating in your head that you think I'd enjoy based off of these books, please give it to me. The first book is Two Twisted Crowns. I love this story. I like the simplicity of it. I really liked Elm and Ione in this book. I thought their character development was really good. The tension was top notch. It wrapped up the series very nicely. I really liked watching the characters struggle. There was a lot of morally gray things happening in here. The pacing was great, and it was just overall a very enjoyable read. The second book I want to talk about is Divine Rivals. Rebecca Ross is a new auto-buy author for me. The only reason this won against A River Enchanted, which is another book by Rebecca Ross, is because I felt a lot more tension in this book. I felt fear, I felt agony, I felt love, and I'm a huge fan of endings that rip your heart out, so that's why this one gets a spot. I do not rec these books a lot because the third book is being held hostage, but I'd be remiss if I didn't include The Wise Man's Fear in here. Patrick Rothfuss is an absolute genius when it comes to world building and storytelling. I don't think you'd need as much endurance reading his books as you would for Lord of the Rings, but it isn't exactly a super fast paced book, but it's extremely thorough. The small amount of romantic tension that is in this series is exquisite. It's slow paced literary perfection, but it's still literary perfection. This one's a new one. I haven't really read a lot of sci-fi, but I just finished Red Rising recently. Again, here we are with the thorough world building. It's a little bit more politicky than what I usually read, but it was so intense. And although I found it to be a tiny bit drawn out, I thoroughly enjoyed this story. The Mistborn trilogy was my first exposure into Brandon Sanderson, and I was shocked to find how easy these books read considering how much is in them. Obviously, I wouldn't complain about having a little bit more romance, but the magic system was so unique, the world building was so good, each character had their own voice, their development was amazing, and the third book, Hero of Ages, I didn't think Brandon Sanderson had it in him to elicit such an emotional reaction out of me. The ending to this trilogy was shocking but so satisfying. Those books were all absolutely amazing, but like I said, none of them really hit a pure perfection for me. I'm finding that there's always something that I would prefer differently in a book. But those are my top five reads since I started on Book Talk. I want to hear some of your top five reads, and also if you have any recommendations of books that you think I would like based on those.